I have 18 pipe cleaners on my wreath frame, and they're approximately 4 to 4.5 inches around. Today I'm going to be doing the Woodland Ruffle. This is the sign that I'm going to be using. Happy Valentine's Day with the cheetah print, roses, hearts. I just think it's beautiful. My ribbons are the fuchsia 2.5 inch, the black 1.5 inch, the pink 2.5 inch, and the fuchsia cheetah print that somewhat goes along with the sign. I'm going to be using 3 different colors of mesh. I'm going to use the light pink, the fuchsia or hot pink, and the black. And like I said, I'm going to be doing the Woodland Ruffle. So, the ribbons and the sign are available in my shop. If you want to check those out, I have them listed below in my description box. So the Woodland Ruffle, my mesh is cut to 30 inches each. So I'm just going to roll this in a couple times because I want to conceal the fraying on the edges. This one doesn't have it as bad. And then turn it, because this is a high foil mesh here. So I'm going to roll this side up, 2, 3. Then I'm simply just going to walk my fingers up the middle, scrunching it up, hold it in the middle, and you have your Woodland Ruffle. Just down on my wreath frame. And tie it pretty tight. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is the fuchsia. Again, my mesh is cut to 30 inches, and I have 18 ties on my wreath frame. So are you all ready for Valentine's Day? Not quite yet ready. Not quite ready yet, but I will be. Alright, you guys, I was in the middle of making this and the recording stopped. The camera stopped. So I am all the way here. I have the outside done using the Woodland Ruffle. I'm just going to take off from where the video stopped. I still have the center to fill in. So I'm going to use pink. And where'd my trusty little rock go? Here it is. I don't know. We're having problems with our internet today, so I just want to get through this video. Show you how pretty this is going to look. Okay, I'm going to roll this side again a couple times. And walk my fingers up the middle. And put it down in here next. I have 6 ties on the inside of my wreath frame, in case you missed that part. When I go back to edit, if the recording's not showing everything, I will fill in where, my measurements of stuff. My mesh is cut to 30 inches. I'm doing the Woodland Ruffle. My ribbons are cut to 12 inches. You want to make sure you stand your ruffles up next to each other. And you guys, you can get mesh at several different places. Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Alright, we're to the light pink, back to the black. Nope, now we gotta do a hot pink. Oh. Like I said, I only have 6 ties on the inside of my frame, so this will go pretty quick since I wasn't recording when I thought I was. I'm using a Dollar Tree wreath frame, 14-inch. And walk your fingers up the center. You want to try to stay in the middle the best you can so that your ruffle is even on both sides. Sticking out about the same amount. And I'm going to lay this down in here. Sometimes I add my ribbons as I go, but I'm not going to for this. I will do my ribbons after I get the ruffles in, mainly because I want to stop this video and make sure everything is recording. Okay, now back to black. Let's see. I'm going to mesh up here where I can reach it. And like I said, the bigger my wreath gets, the less room I have on my table. Clip this in, turn it around, and once again do this side. See the frayed edge on this? I don't know if you can see that, but when you tuck it under on one end, it's concealed. It's still there, but it's concealed. Okay. Next one goes in, and it's a black one. I just thought these colors looked really pretty together. And really Valentine-y, if that's a word. Really Valentine-y. Okay, you want to make sure you got it on there tight. You know, and the thicker that your wreath gets, the less room you have to get your fingers in there. Okay, moving on to light pink. Get this out of my way a little bit. I think we only have one, two. Yeah, we only have 2 pipe cleaners left. So I only have 2 more Woodland ruffles to do. Then we'll move on to the ribbons. Turn this around. Really sorry about the video, you guys. I was just talking away, thinking I was recording. And I looked down and it was not working. So I'm glad I caught it when I did. I would have really not liked to make an entire video that I just stood there and talked to myself and was not able to publish. I put this one down in here. Make sure it's tight. Cut your frays off as you go. Any that are showing, they drive me nuts. I'm going to be making another Easter cross on a yardstick, so stay tuned for that video. Alright, I have one more hot pink or fuchsia, whichever color you choose to call it, ruffle to make. Take a drink real quick. Flip it, turn it, and go up the middle. Just get up there as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, no one would ever know if you messed it up because you make your wreath the way you want to. There's no rules that says you have to do this or that. Where did those pipe cleaners like to hide from me? Say it all the time, don't I? Gotta show them who's boss. Okay, get this one in here pretty tight. Pull up the pipe cleaner. Now I'm just going to go around and make sure that my ruffles are all standing up. And they're not, you know, face down or anything. You don't want that. Alrighty. Okay, now it's time to start on our ribbons. So, I'm going to be using these two. I think I'm going to, yeah. These two ribbons, again. And these two ribbons. So I think it's going to look really cute. So let's get started with the ribbons. Okay, you guys, I wanted to show you these signs real quick before we start the ribbons. Lucky if you decorate for St. Patrick's Day, or if you make wreaths for someone else or yourself for your own door. I have this available in my shop with ribbon. I also have this Valentine's Day wreath sign with a little gnome on it. Happy Valentine's Day. I have this with coordinating ribbon. And again, the link will be down below. Let's get started on the ribbons. Okay, the pink and the cheetah are going to go together. Try to get it in the middle. Line it up the best you can. Find your center. Fold it. Now I like to put mine down on the table when I do this instead of trying to scrunch it in my hand. Scrunch it up the center. Pull your ribbons out like this. Oh goodness. That was my rock. Trusty old rock. Couldn't live without it, guys. Okay. Put your ribbon down in there. Grab your pipe cleaner and tie it in. Pull your ribbons up and out. And you can arrange your little ruffle at the same time so it looks good. Or so that it's standing up. So you have this. Okay, I'm going to be alternating these all the way around the bottom. Again, my ruffles are cut to 12 inches. Sorry about that. My ribbons are cut to 12 inches. My ruffles were 30-inch ruffles. Okay, I'll put these two together. Scrunch it up the middle. And in the very next pipe cleaner, put these down in here. Yeah, I hope that this wreath is what she wanted. She told me that she liked these colors. And she liked the ribbon, so this is what I'm coming up with so far. Okay, there's the black and fuchsia ribbon. Alright, now let's just get going all the way around the outside of the wreath frame. Find your center, crease it, lay it down if you have to. I mean, I could do this in my hand, but to me it's just easier and faster for me to put it down and crease it and scrunch it up in the center. I'll fix my ribbons after I get them in, because moving it around can sometimes mess up your ribbons, so it's a good idea to go back when you get all of them in and pull them out so that they're showing within the mesh. I just love this fuchsia cheetah pet, or I mean cheetah ribbon, or leopard ribbon, whatever you choose to call it. Everybody has a different name for it. The craft stores just call it, I'm not on that one yet, guys, I got ahead of myself. The craft stores now just call it animal print. I don't know if they did that because nobody can agree on whether it's cheetah or leopard. But, you know, it'll come up both ways. Same ribbon. My link for my ribbon and my sign are down below in the description box. And I have a lot of ribbon and sign kits. Okay, now this one. So I'm going to crease it again, find my center. Go up the middle. And put it in down here. Yeah, I really like these colors together. And she didn't want any type of embellishments or anything, just the bow, which we're going to make, and the sign, and of course the ribbons. I'm talking about like things sticking out of the wreath, hearts, whatever, Valentine stuff. Oh, she just wanted a basic deco mesh wreath. Punch up the middle. The ribbons out. And put it down in there. And pull them out as you sand your ruffle up. If it's pointing down, you don't want that. Okay, back to the cheetah print. Oh, I got two ribbons here. I don't need those. Take a drink real quick. When I turn my heat press on to make signs, it really heats up in here, which I'm not complaining because it's freezing cold outside. I live in Indiana and it's really cold. I envy all of you that live in the South, like Arizona and Texas or Florida. You guys hear, that's my grandson's dog barking. His name is Zeus. He's a gigantic, big teddy bear. Yeah, he's so lovey. Okay. Remove my scissors. It's my ribbon. Okay, now to the black and the fuchsia. I'm going to be making the bow for this on my easy bow. I will try to remember to link that in the description box below. Okay. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, you guys, sorry about that. I wanted to check on my grandson's dog and make sure he was okay. He's fine. So I'll put this down here. Pull the ribbons out. Now you can pull your ribbons straight out like this, or you can put a little curve in them so that they kind of stand up and go over the mesh like a bird. That's what my mentor calls it. And my friend, Lori Jacobs, with Hardworking Mom. She's my business coach. Okay, we only have one more on the bottom, and that's going to be our fuchsia and black. Oh, and if you can hear my dryer, sorry, it's like right next to me. I don't have a craft room anymore. I have a kitchen to craft in. And I'm not complaining because, you know, we eventually are going to be buying another house. We downsized to this apartment so we could save some money. Okay, pull these out, and that's it for the outside. We only have 6 on the inside. But before I do that, I'm going to turn my wreath over, and I'm going to take 2 pipe cleaners, tie them together, good and tight. I'm going to put a bar. That's what this is going to act as, a bar. I have excuse me, I have 2 ruffles left that I want to put down in the center of this wreath so my sign and my bow do not fall through. So I'm simply going to take this pipe cleaner, tie it onto the wreath frame, and you want it on there tight so it's not going to go anywhere. Try to put it on one of the brackets if you can, and then I'm going to stretch it, pulling it tight, straight across to one on this side. I want some tension on there so my ruffle will stand up. I mean, my ruffles in the middle will stand up. Because as it is right now, I think my sign and my bow would fall through. I don't do this every time. But since this is an order, I want to make sure. I got this idea from Laura Jean at Laura Jean's Wreath Room. I wonder, oh, here they are. Wondering where my wire clippers were. Okay, now that I have that on there, what I'm going to do is turn it over, back over. I have 2 more ruffles. Let me move this out of the way. Alright, I have my 4 pipe cleaners for my sign. I have 2 more ruffles for the center. We still have to put the 6 in it that I already have pipe cleaners in. So let me grab my ruffles. I have a pink one and a black one. Where's my trusty dusty rock? Here it is. Okay, this one's going to go down in the middle. You know, and if you want to tuck your edges in of your rolls, that just makes it look a little bit better. Flip it. Again on this side. Walk your fingers up the center. Now, I have the Woodland Ruffle. I should have done this before. I cut a pipe cleaner in half. Take it, wrap it around the ruffle, best you can. Pull up on it. Get that on there really tight. The tighter you get it, the more your ruffle will stand. Okay, I'm going to get the wreath. And right here, I'm going to put a black one in. Put this ruffle that we just made in. Turn it back over. And tie this ruffle down to the pipe cleaners that I just strung across there. And like I said, this will prevent my sign or my bow from falling through, or whatever else you have on your wreath. Okay, I have one left, and it is the pink one. So I'm just going to insert the pink and the black one to the inside pipe cleaner that's strung across my wreath. Because that would also be horrible if I sold the wreath and it didn't stay together because the middle was too big and the bow or the sign went through. Oh, that would just be awful. Okay, we have the ruffle down. Here's half of a pipe cleaner. We're going to wrap it around this, pull up as tight as you can get it. The tighter you get it, the more it stands up. And then I'm going to take this part of it and put it down in there. And now it's full, so nothing will be falling through. Also, besides my ribbon and signs, I probably will have this style of wreath in my Etsy shop in case you're interested in purchasing it, because I have enough of the same material to create another one. Okay, we're done with our outside ribbons. We're done with the ruffles in the middle. Now we're going to move to the inside and put our ruffles in here. So let's see. Start with the cheetah. I only have 6 ties. I only have 6 ties on the inside of the wreath form. Again, this is a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame, and I added the pipe cleaners around 4 to 4.5 inches. I have a total of 18 pipe cleaners on my frame. Pull this up. I kept the pipe cleaners off at the very end. Okay, back to fuchsia and black. I love pink and black together. I think it looks so pretty. Scrunch this on up. And we're going to put this down in here. We're working on the inside ties. I have a pipe cleaner on each bracket on the inside ring. Just where the brackets are, there's 6 of them. Of course, there's 6 sections in the frame. Okay, on to the next one. We're back to the cheetah. Bring this over. Hopefully my dryer is not too loud. Sorry guys, but I have to continue to take care of things even when I'm recording videos, so. And I don't think it's that bad. Everybody knows what a dryer sounds like. Mine's no different. Now I did have to calm the dog down a little bit just because he gets excited easily. And I didn't want him to bark through the whole video. I wanted to go check on him and make sure he's okay, and he is. Okay, pull these up and out. Moving right along. We only have 3 left. And then we will make the bow. Okay, on to this one. Oh, I almost missed one. They're trying to hide again. Down in here. I will hold this up at the end of the video, and I also will have a picture of it hanging on my door. That may be the thumbnail. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do it. Okay, back to the cheetah print. You could get these supplies and make the wreath any way you want to. You could just do a regular ruffle. I have videos of me just making a regular ruffle as well. A ruffle wreath. If you get a mesh at Hobby Lobby or somewhere like that, it usually comes in a 30-foot roll. So if you cut your deco mesh to 20 inches, you will get 18 pieces, and that's the amount of ties that most wreath forms have on them. But like I said before, you can put whatever, any amount of ties on your own wreath that doesn't come with the ties already on it. The ones that come with a tie already on it are called the work wreath frames. I'm going to be making an Easter wreath with one of those. I haven't got out my Easter stuff quite yet. It is only January. So you still have time to make Valentine's Day wreaths. I just have to make mine a little ahead of time. Okay, how did I come up with 2 extra ribbons? Did I skip one? I sure did. No, I didn't. It's got a ribbon in it. Okay, let me go through here and make sure I didn't. The best way to do that is to turn it over. Okay, this one has a ribbon, a ribbon, a ribbon. This one does. I think I cut too many ribbons. Hey, better than not enough, huh? I'm going to stand these ruffles up. Okay, guys, now what I'm going to do is kind of go through here, cutting off the pipe cleaners. I just simply cut them off, and where there's just like a little nub, since I cut it off, you just bend it down, and then you can straighten up that particular ruffle and ribbon. Okay, I'm going to move my trash can over here by me. So I don't have pieces of pipe cleaner laying all over the place. Because those hurt when they get in your feet. And I have nerve issues in my feet to where I can't feel things. So it's really hard when I don't know that I've stepped on something until I look down and my foot is yuck. But anyway. Okay, next one. I'm not going to make you guys watch me cut off every single pipe cleaner. Hold on just a minute. Well, let me cut off these pipe cleaners and then we'll make a bow. Hold on, guys. Okay, you guys, now we're going to make the bow for the wreath. I'm going to start out with this 2.5 inch hot pink or fuchsia ribbon, whatever you choose to call it. I'm going to make about 16. I'm going to make about a 10-inch bow. Actually, it's about 11. Go down. I don't have the spool for my wreath maker that goes right here to hold my ribbon, so I kind of just have to do it by hand or unwind it by hand. I like for my loops to be anywhere from 5.5 to 6 inches long, or the actual bow loop, 5.5 to 6 inches. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make 2 on each side with this color. And what you can do when you start making your bow is hold the loops up like that to make sure they're even on both sides. And they are. Now every time I go around, I have to twist my ribbon. Let's see if that's twisted. Okay, it's got a twist down in there. Then you hold it up like this. And go down with it. Again, like I said, I'm going to do 2 loops on each side. Now, once you get 1 loop made, you can pretty much just follow it. The size, the measurements of the loop. This one's way too big. Put that down there. Now I don't have to twist it this time because I'm coming out. I will worry about making my bow tails all even in the very end of my bow after I fluff it. I'm going to do the light pink next. Wrap my ribbon back up as I go. I like to keep my ribbon all contained so that none of it gets lost or I don't know what's what. Okay, now I'm going in with the pale pink or regular pink. And I've already twisted down in there. You want to make sure that you can get this inside right here as flat as possible. Put that down in there. Now this one right here, I'm going to make a tad bit shorter. So I'm going to bring this one out to 5. The other one's at 5.5. That way you'll be able to see all of my loops. Again, twist. And follow the existing loop size a bit because you know we are making it a 1/2 inch shorter. So you want this to go to 5. So yeah, exactly 5 inches. So move that out of your way. Make sure your bow goes like that. And again, you can take your loops, stand them up, make sure they're even. And they are. And what I like to do is start moving my loops around while they're on the bow maker. Twist. Now I just want for my loops to be the same here. And I think with this one I'm going to do 3 loops on each side. Make sure that's pulled out to the right measurement. Twist it. I was going to do 3, so that's what I'm going to do. Now I can just follow the existing loop size. 3 of these down. Twist it. You want to twist it so that the ugly side of your ribbon, well, you can't really tell on this one, but every ribbon does have both two sides. And you want to twist it so that the ugly side will be up, and then when you go around here to go over, the right side will be showing. The correct side of the ribbon will be facing up. Okay, that's that for there. Again, I like to move my bow loops, move my tails down out of my way. This one up here, down, and all right, next, I think I'm going to go in with black. Again, I'm rolling up my ribbon as I go. Just helps keep me organized better. Okay, now for black. I'm going to put this in. Okay, I put the black down in there. Sorry guys, I had to pause for a second to answer my son. They totally closed down his school until the 24th, so he's going stir crazy. Okay, I'm going to do this one at about, I'm going to do this one about 4.5, so I need to pull it out a bit more. Twist. Again. And just to be safe, I'm going to hold them up and see if they're the same. And they are. This one's just a tad bit different. You turn it. Turn it again. Okay, now I have 2 loops of this on each side. Do I want to do another one? Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 3. So twist it. Bring it out and around into the pegs, following the size of your existing loop. Twist it. And pull it on down. Off. Wrap up my black. Again, the ribbons that I have for the wreath are located in my shop that's listed below. Perfectly Imperfect US. That's how it is on Etsy. The name of my business is Perfectly Imperfect Designs, but you can only have so many spaces on Etsy, and so they suggested that I use US. Okay, I have 3 loops on each side with the black. Guys, this is going to be super pretty, I think. Now I'm going to go in the fuchsia. Here, down. I've already twisted. Do this up and around. Now this one, so my black was at 5, this is going to be at 4. twist. You really want to make sure this middle right here is as flat as you can, because you don't want it all bunched up. It's harder to get up into the zip tie at the end, you'll see. Okay, and just a tad bit more. Alright, twist. Spread that out in there. Go through, pull it out to the size of the existing loop. These loops are at 4 inches. Twist. Okay, got that. Okay, I'm only going to do 2 loops on each side with the hot pink ribbon. And then for the top of the bow, I'm going to go in with this. I don't know how much of this I have, but I mean, of course I do have more of it in my shop. I just wanted this to be the very top on the bow. So let's see what we can get out of it. Okay, put our tail down. And that one, I think my fuchsia ribbon was at 4. I'll do this one about 3.5. It doesn't have to be exact. You know, you want your loops the same on both sides. So I'll take this one down to 3.5. Twist. That's a 4. I need a little smaller than that. And about right here. Okay, twist it. For this one, since the stack's getting high and it's kind of hard to see the numbers, just try to make sure that you hold them up and they're close enough. Okay, I'm going to do 2 loops on each side with this. Maybe. May only do 1. Well, let's try it. Put this in here. That. Twist. And then pull it on down. Your loops are consistent with the one below it. It has to be a little bit smaller each time or you're not going to be able to see the ribbons. Okay, I'll move these around just a bit. I'm not going to overdo it until I get it on the wreath. Oh, I only did put 2 fuchsia. I was like, where's the 3rd loop? I didn't put a 3rd loop. Alright guys, now I'm going to take this pipe, this zip tie. I had to put 2 together because I didn't have a long enough one. Run it underneath here. Push down on your bow. Zip tie in. Pull it up and out. You want to make sure the zip tie gets into the indentation in your bow. Now, I don't have this all the way tight. Alrighty, let's try this zip tie and see if it works any better. I think it will. Usually don't have as much trouble with the zip tie, but I did today. It's okay. That's the worst thing that happens to me all day. I've got it made, huh? Okay, let's straighten out this middle piece right here because I don't want it all crunched. My loops won't stay right. Move the zip tie to the back. Back here, you straighten out some stuff. Now I'm going to take a pipe cleaner and put it through here. Like this. Now I don't want it all the way tightened yet, because I want to be able to move my loops a bit before I tighten it up. I like to straighten my loops before I tighten it all the way up, or put them where I want them to be. It's just easier to make the bow if your loops are pretty much, you know, staged, I guess, where you want them to be when you tighten up the bow. So there we go. We have that. Sometimes they just want to go where they want to go, and it's just easier to let them. Okay, now I can tighten the bow because I already have the zip tie on there to be able to tie it onto the wreath. And we'll fluff the bow when it gets on the wreath. Now we're going to move on to the sign. Move my bow maker. Hold on a minute. So again, this is the sign that we're going to be using. Happy Valentine's Day. Cheetah print truck with roses in it and hearts. I put these hanging mounts on the back of my sign. They're adhesive. Even though they're adhesive, I use E6000 to put them on. And then I just take my pipe cleaner, stick the end of it in there, and tie it around itself. You can use wire, you can use just glue. You don't have to have the mounts. But I would never try to just put these on with hot glue, because hot glue does not stick well to some surfaces. Okay. I like to put my sign on and then my bow. So that's how I'll be doing it. That way I just know everything's where I want it, not where it's supposed to go, because like I said, it's your wreath. You can put it any way you want. Alright, I'm going to grab the wreath, bring it over here. Let me see how I'm going to want my sign today. Let me cut these few pipe cleaners off that I still have on here, especially the ones right over here. I'm going to put my sign right here. Oh, that one was already cut off. Remember, there was only 6 on the outside of the ring form, so it's real quick just to clip these off. I don't like for my pipe cleaners to be sticking out or be stuck under something on my wreath. Okay, that one's already cut. Alright, let's see. I may want to put it up here. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my wreath sign up at the top now. And what I have here is, actually it's a yarn needle. This just makes it easier to get anything through the mesh. So I can go right through it. Let's see, how do I want my wreath facing? I think I like it right like this. Alrighty. Put this through the mesh. Getting it as close to the frame as I possibly can, because that's what it's got to tie to. Get that one in. And this one in. Make sure those top ties are up high enough. These to be even, sticking out. Alright, now to the bottom ties. Oh, hold on guys, I nicked my finger. I don't want to get blood on the mesh. Hold on. Okay, you guys, I had to grab a band-aid from my hand. I must have just scratched it on the mesh or something. I'm not sure. Okay, again, I'm going to take my pipe cleaner on the bottom and bring it down. Again, trying to get to as close to the frame as possible. Again, on this side. And pull it down. Now, I have all 4 of these sticking out the back. I'm going to show you, but I'm just going to tie them on by feel. We're going to tie them straight to the wreath frame. So how I do that so that my ribbon doesn't get smashed is I pretty much just do it by feel. Again, if you guys are liking this video, please like and hit the subscribe button. I am I'm a little over 6,000 subscribers. I'm simply amazed about that. Thank you so much to all of you. And like I said earlier, I am going to be making another Easter cross real soon. Okay, I've got that one on. I want to just make sure my sign is where I want it before I get it down super tight. Now I will move to the next 2 pipe cleaners. And I sometimes cover the back of my wreath, but not all the time. If the mechanics don't look really sloppy, then I just don't cover it, because it's fine. If someone requests that it's covered because they have a glass door where you're going to be able to see through it and see the back of it, then I just will automatically. But okay, let's get the mesh all pulled out nice and pretty. Okay, for the bow, guys, I said I was going to wait until I got it on the wreath. Well, actually, I fluffed it a bit before I get it on there. So what I do is I start from the back, and I just pull my loops up and out so that they are poofy. You don't want a flat bow. And I find that working from the back works better for me. Back to front. I just put my bow face down and start fluffing the back rows. Going back to the front now, since I'm closer to the front than the back. Fluff out the black ones. Do you all like these colors together? If you do, let me know down in the comment section. And if you don't, let me know what you would have done a little different. Don't forget, my ribbons and sign sets are available in my shop located below. I'll have a link down there for you. Okay, I'm holding on to the pipe cleaner. Pulling it all to the front. Of course, I'll shape it out a bit more when we get it on the wreath. But it just turns out really pretty. I don't cut my tails until I have it on the wreath. I'm glad I decided to put the 3 loops with the black ribbon. I think it really pops in there. All my tails down where they go. And then we have this pretty bow. Okay, now to put this on the wreath. I like for my bow to be right up underneath my sign while still being able to see the sign. So probably go about right here. Let me get my handy dandy needle. I'm going to put both of them in the needle, the eye of the needle. Go right through the mesh. You don't want your bow sagging, looking like it's about ready to jump off. That's not a good look. Okay, I got it through there. Like I said, I want to make sure you can read the sign. Somebody comes to your door, if they have to move your ribbon to see your sign, then your bow's up too high. I like to pull mine down a bit so that it makes my bow loops stand up. Turn this over. And I'll be tying the bow straight to this crossbar that I created. And I don't cut the back pipe cleaners off until I'm covering the back or just cleaning up the mechanics. Now that it's on there good, I can straighten it up. I really like the way the bow turned out. Sometimes I really don't. Okay, get all my ribbons where they go, the tails. So I can cut the tails down. Now, I've never been one to have my ribbons straight across at the bottom like a blunt cut. I kind of like them a little bit off from the one before it. Okay. I'll go ahead and cut these just about even. Throw these all in the trash can. Since they're laying right on top of each other, it is just easier to cut them all together. Okay, now I'm going to dovetail my ribbons. And the way that I do that is first I start from the back ribbons, which usually are the 2.5 inch. There's no rule about that either. You can do a 1 inch or 1.5 inch ribbon, put a 2.5 on top of it, and then put another 1.5 on top of that. The width of your ribbon really doesn't play a part in how you stack them in your bow. So I've folded this in half. You want to take your ribbon and cut down towards the end of the ribbon, and it gives it a dovetail. Well, that one I messed up a bit, so let me try that again. Okay, there we go. And go ahead and dovetail these. And then this one. I may curl my tails, I'm not sure yet. Not quite sure how I want them. Let me see what we got going on now. I'm going to cut this a bit more. The 2.5 inch. I don't want my tails hanging down really, really low. Sometimes they look pretty when they're just dangling down, but I don't want them super dangly. Sometimes I do. It just depends on what I'm adding to the bow. Straighten this up a bit more. Again, check out my wreath signs and ribbons in my Etsy shop listed below. Perfectly Imperfect US. And Perfectly Imperfect doesn't have an I in it the way I spell it, just a capital M. Okay, let me see. Okay. Alrighty, guys. I am going to stop the camera, make sure everything recorded before I upload this video. And I will come back on to show you the finished wreath. So again, please like, subscribe, and share my video. It helps me grow my business. And check out my Etsy shop. I hope you all have a very happy Valentine's Day. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, this is the completed wreath. I think it turned out very, very pretty. The pipe cleaner I haven't got cut off. But yes, this is the completed Valentine's wreath. This is the last one I'm going to do. Of course, this was an order or I wouldn't have made this one, but because I've already made 2 others. So here you go, trying to get it straight in the camera. Happy Valentine's Day. I think it's so pretty. I can never tell if I'm straight in the camera. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications. You'll get a notification every time I upload a video or go live. And I hope you all have a happy Valentine's Day. Stay tuned for my next wreath, which is a St. Patrick's Day wreath. You all take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.